Did not travel with the team to last Thursday's Hall of Fame game, but during the broadcast, Cowboys legend Troy Aikman gave his thoughts on the situation. Take a listen.
The Cowboys are downplaying it, but I think when your franchise quarterback's missing the amount of time that he's missing, I tend to think it's probably a little bit more significant than what they have let on.
Ooh, interesting words there. Shannon, is this a big deal or no big deal?
It's not a big deal right now. Now, Skip, I was with a franchise quarterback, and he would miss a couple of days, 2 days, throwing it, his shoulder sore from throwing. He's back at it. I don't remember John missing 10, 11, 12 days.
John Elway.
Yeah, I don't remember him missing that amount of time, and I played with him for a decade.
What quarterback you've ever played with didn't have a camp arm, like just soreness because you're just throwing too much?
Right,
you know? Okay,
right.
I got it. Go ahead.
And that's what I tell guys all the time. Running and what you do is fine, but it's nothing like practicing once you get in training camp, the running the routes, the monotony, the legs getting tired, and you got to go do it over again, Skip. So I get it. I think the season starts 1 month from today. Now, Skip, there's plenty of time, a month, but Skip, if this thing drags out another week, another 2 weeks, now I think you're going to be alarmed that here we are, the guy's coming off a compound ankle fracture, and now he's dealing with shoulder issues. You want timing. The quarterback is unlike any other position, Skip. A wide receiver can miss every damn practice, come in the game on Sunday and light you up. A running back can do the same thing. Quarterbacks are not like that, Skip. Quarterbacks normally need timing. They like rhythm. And for me, like I said, it's not a big deal now because they don't have to play this weekend. But this thing lingers another 7, 10 days, Skip. I'm going to have some concern like Troy Aikman is having. Now, Troy, having played the position, knows all things Dallas. Now, he ain't just talking out the cup, out the side of his neck, Skip.
No.
He's got it from good authority that Prescott injury is more significant than what the Cowboys are telling us.
Shannon Sharp. I've been doing this for a long time. I love my Dallas Cowboys. I still believe they're at least going to win the least this year, the NFC least. At least they're going to do that.
Right.
I don't go any farther than that. But at least I keep telling you they got this. I'm starting to wonder if they even have that.
They ain't got that, huh?
Dak Prescott is obviously coming off a career-threatening ankle injury that required multiple surgeries, surgeries. And by all accounts, he's 1,000% on course to be ready for the season opener.
Right.
What has Tom Brady done every offseason that contributes to Super Bowl championships? He's brought his receivers together in Tampa parks during a pandemic just to play catch, just to run little routes, just to get some kind of connection going.
And what do you see Tom Brady always do in the offseason, Skip? He always throws with his pads. You've never seen Tom Brady throw to his receivers without his pads because he's getting his body used to throwing with pads. We play with pads. Why would I practice without pads?
In the end, Tom Brady believes it's all about the chemistry you develop in the offseason and during camp.
Timing and repetition.
That will win football games in December and January. Because you know exactly, you did this for a living with John Elway. And let's just stay with John Elway. You got to the point where you knew and he knew where you were going to be.
Absolutely.
At the split second you were supposed to be there. When you planted your foot to stop, the ball was going to arrive because he trusted Shannon Sharp would be there. The only way to build that kind of connection and rapport and chemistry is to do it and do it and do it some more. With nobody guarding you. You just do it until you can do it in your sleep. Dak can't do it right now, and I am befuddled to the point of I'm on the edge of the cliff over this because it's enough to miss the time he missed because of the ankle. It's enough to fear that he can't live up to a $75 million payday he gets this year. He's going to make $75 million this year. The second highest paid player in the NFL is Trent Williams at $36 million. The next highest paid quarterback You have to go all the way down to Brady at 27.5. I want to say it again. $75 million for Dak, 27.5 for Tom. He's the second highest paid quarterback. Right. Now, again, this is front-loaded because he got his big bonus up front, but he will make a grand total of $75 million to do what? Can he even play? I don't know. It got so bad yesterday, they said he was throwing light objects in practice, as in, I don't know, Nerf footballs, ping pong balls.
So what did they actually throw in the game? They throw NFL footballs in the game. So what is a light object going to do for me? That's what they do if you coming off rehab, after you coming off surgery. Yeah. You coming off shoulder surgery, rotator cuff or labrum, they have you throw light object.
Light objects?
We won from the season.
I saw him throw one pass via Todd Archer of ESPN, and it was like a push pass, a little push pass to a running back, looked like he shot-putted it, so he didn't have to use whatever was wrong with his arm. Right. It was originally reported as a torn muscle. Then it became a strained muscle. Then our man Jay Glazer said it's more of a baseball injury, said this ahead of Thursday night's game, and that the Cowboys had to seek counsel from the Texas Rangers baseball team to find out how their medical staff treats this kind of injury. It's some kind of lat tear or pull. Okay. In all my years, I've been covering back to Don Shula's Dolphins and Chuck Knox's Rams here for the LA Times in LA. In all my years, I have never, ever heard of a football quarterback suffering a baseball pitcher kind of injury. Have you ever?
Not from a lat. No.
Okay.
No.
Like some kind of torn.
No.
How did this happen? How could this begin to happen? And remember, the football motion is much more natural than the baseball pitch because my man Tom House, my friend who teaches Brady and counsels, obviously all the great quarterbacks down through the ages.
Because the baseball skip, a football arm is not going through the torque as a baseball arm.
When Tom House was the pitching coach for the Texas Rangers, what did he have his pitchers do on their off days? Throw footballs, and everybody laughed him almost out of the league over that. Right. But he said this motion, because remember, you're going to turn with the football, you're going to make it spiral. Right. You're going to turn your thumb under this way to make it spiral that way, right? With the baseball, you're going to do that, or you're going to do that, or you're going to do that.
The football skip is just one motion.
Just one motion.
You got so many pitching motions to throw so many different balls, the curveball, the slider, the changeup, the breaker.
It's highly unusual that to throw a football would tear a muscle or strain a muscle in your arm. And I'm saying, how could this happen to us? You know, to the Dallas Cowboys when it looked like they finally had gotten their injuries behind them. Now, this is not only mysterious, but it is completely maddening to the point of pushing me over the cliff that you can't throw it all. So Amari Cooper's been out, as you know. Right. CeeDee Lamb is emerging, as I predicted that he would. He's going to become their #1 receiver sooner than later. Right. But is Dak throwing to CeeDee in practice as we speak? No, he's not, because he can't throw.
Because it's hard, Skip. The thing that why guys don't like their star guys to miss, Skip, because that guy is normally not as fast. He doesn't run the same type of route, the same cadence. Quarterback are rhythmic. John knew my cadence. I knew him. In my head, okay, I got jammed. That back, okay, Shannon cut the route. Okay. He's ready to throw.
Go.
Yes. And you need to see that in practice. You need to do that.
Absolutely.
And for me, like I said, Skip, right now, they don't play tomorrow. They don't play this weekend. They play this weekend, but it's a meaningless game. But if this thing drags out another week, 10 days, 2 weeks, Skip, I think everybody's going to be concerned.
Okay, so they play Friday after they break camp. They play at Arizona. Then the following Saturday, which is August 21st, the night of the Pacquiao fight, they play at home against the Houston Texans. Well, that's the dress rehearsal. Third, you know, most teams only have 3, but they had 4 because of the Hall of Fame game. But this would be the proverbial dress rehearsal.
Right, correct.
In which
your starter's going to play. Your starter's going to play at least to the half, maybe 3 quarters.
Okay, it's the one game in which a Tom Brady might play a half.
Yeah,
he might.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He just might. Yeah. I've seen Belichick play Brady this is 2 or 3 years ago, his last year in New England, he played him into the third quarter of this game.
Yes.
Okay? Will Dak even be able to risk throwing a football on August the 21st? Because if he can't, they open at GOAT. They're at Brady, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
And then maybe they'll still be trying to downplay and say it's not that serious, but I got to go miss all the preseason after he missed, 11 games last year.
Right.
But we feel comfortable with him going in, not having taken basically what he played, practice 3 days, 4 days. So you feel very comfortable. The guy basically missing the entire year and going straight and playing the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's what you're looking at right now. With the backup quarterback, it looks like it's going to be Garrett Gilbert. Remember, against the Steelers last year at home, he played okay. He made a few throws.
Well, he was better than bad.
He was better than bad. Ben DiNucci, who looked kind of bad.
Yeah, you saw him Thursday night, right? Okay.
He was throwing a lot of sidearms, underarms. I don't know what he was doing, but Garrett Gilbert's okay.
Yeah.
But do I want to see Garrett Gilbert play Tom Brady? I do not. Do I want to see him against that Tampa defense? No.
Yeah. Jerry got up there and he buried his soul. Jerry's like, I'm not getting any younger.
Yep.
Garrett Gilbert is not going to get me closer to my ultimate goal of winning another Super Bowl before my time on earth is up.
Get well soon, Dak Prescott.
Yeah, you better hope so.
Agree. That is for all of us. That is for all of us. Coming up, Chris Broussard joins us to talk about the Lakers' new look roster. I need to know his thoughts here. Don't go anywhere.
Like it.